Hey, Miss Stacy OT at my local strip mall. Of course, it's not as crowded as it was before COVID. And I'm here because I want to talk with you about your questions about mask wearing. And in some states, masks are now mandated to go into a store or any other indoor public place where you might end up closer than 6 feet from someone. So what about people who have some sort of disability that prevents them from wearing a mask? And a mask really would be harmful to their health. So a store has to offer a reasonable accommodation to somebody that needs to do business with them but cannot tolerate wearing a mask. Now, that doesn't mean that the person gets to go into the establishment without a mask and continue on like business as usual. They don't, because that actually puts all the other patrons and the staff at risk. Obviously, that's not a reasonable accommodation. The store can face a hefty fine if they are allowing patrons in without a mask. So what are they to do if a person can't wear a mask? Well, first off, they're not allowed to ask. They can't ask you specifically what your disability is, and you don't have to disclose it. However, they can still tell you that you cannot be in the store without a mask. However, if the establishment offers curbside pickup or is able to do appointments and schedule that person at a time where there's no other patrons nearby, then that is a reasonable accommodation. So no, even if you have a respiratory illness that prevents you from wearing a mask, it doesn't allow you to just walk in the store without a mask and potentially be infecting all the other patrons in that store. Sorry to all those that just don't like wearing the mask and have been trying to play off the ADA and knowing that people can't ask you what your disability is and trying to get away without wearing a mask. Have a kid with sensory issues and there's no way you can get them to tolerate wearing a mask? Stay tuned for my next video and I'll give you some tips and some pointers on how to get them ready for school this fall when masks are probably going to be mandated in most districts.